we see the how to apply the theoretical thing to a problematic one. Let's we find the problem is consider a complex function h of k which is equal to h1 of k plus j h2 of k. h2 of k if h1 of k and h2 of k are odd and even function respectively, that is h1 of k here is odd, h2 of k is even, then the inverse discrete Fourier transform of h of k is what kind of inverse Fourier transform we will inverse discrete Fourier transform we will get when we have the odd function plus j termed even function, that is it's look like here like this, odd function that is h1 of k, even function h2 of k. So what will get the inverse discrete Fourier transform when we have this kind of combination. So we have to go by the properties of inverse discrete Fourier transform. What the property is saying is that if f is real, that if function is real valued and even function, if the a function which is given in the problem is real valued and even function, the Fourier transform which is applicable to inverse and continuous and discrete as well as. So if the Fourier transform should done that, we will get even and real valued. Here we have the real value, even value and real. We can say that we assume that these odd and even function have the real values. So we have the even value in the complex term, that is the j value, imaginary part. So we'll get the function, the Fourier transform will have even and real valued. So there is no need to consider about this. And when we have the if function is real and odd, then the Fourier transform is odd and purely imaginary. So we have the here we have the that is the real part, we have the purely imaginary because we have the odd function here which is when we have transformed to inverse to, that is we have the h here, when we have to change to the frequency domain we'll get that is t or f whatever maybe. So we'll get the odd function, it's purely imaginary and odd function. So we have ordinary odd, we have already have the imaginary term here, and as well as we will get the imaginary term because of we change this odd function to the another transformed function. So we'll get the both imaginary part, so we'll get imaginary part, that is we are talking about here. When we have the odd function we'll get the imaginary part, already we have the even function here, that is there is no changes on that. So we'll get the even and real value. So we'll get having combined with both imaginary term, we will get the imaginary term as the results. Thank you. Your comments are welcomed.